Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194 and appreciate you taking the time to visit. Check out my video.
Stay single file.
We're here in LFM. I'm doing the longer race this time. First time I've ever done this at Nurburgring. About on par with it, starting here in the back. Number one split, but I think I'm the only Porsche in here. Oh yeah, it's pretty disappointing. It's a bright orange Bentley. Don't really recognize too many people in here, to be honest. I don't think I've seen maybe a few of them, but not too many. I'm new on this side of the block, so to speak. And then I had problems getting logged on, so that's another thing. I only had one really good session as far as driving for qualifying because I couldn't, for some reason, it kept switching cars on me. I'd logged in as a Porsche, and then I would, refresh it and everything else, and then I'd go to log into the server, and then the car would switch on me, and so then it wouldn't let me in. So I was like, what the heck? I don't know why it's doing that. And you got to select GT3. You can't select primary like in the CP server. You got to select primary. Well, this you have to select GT3 car. So I mean, I did all that, and it still just kept switching on me. So the time I finally got on the server, it was already practice was already done, and it was already into the qualifying, and there was like 8 minutes or 9 minutes left to qualify. So I had to kind of, hurry and get my setup going and make a few laps. So didn't start out good. I mean, it's just disappointing because I really like Nurburgring. I mean, it's not like I don't like this track. I think it's, I like it, and I don't do good here. Seems like it. I've had a few good races here, but few and far between.
Going double file.
Against these guys, there's fueling in this, so this is different than even the CP server. You gotta get tires and fuel. So of course you're, whoa! I think he didn't mean to do that. He's jerking around and jerked himself right off the track. There, he's back. He's already got damage on his car. But, yeah, like I said, I mean, so this is a little bit different because we got to come in and get, you only need to have so much fuel, and then come in and get fuel and tires. So I never done this one before. A little bit different. That's why I was starting the video a little on the early side.
Green light, green light.
No big rush because everybody's going to pile up here in this first corner.
Car on the right.
Hey, I knew it. Somebody else.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I guess my goal should be not to finish last. And not cause a wreck. There goes two cars.
on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
See how long my pace can go. See what it can do. Yeah, that's a nasty curve there on the inside. Whew, that is a nasty curve.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Sure hope they help this Porsche out and they do BOP again. GT3R is going to run me down.
Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the left.
Jeez. Really?
Clear on the left.
Hey, gum, just wait me out. Coming on. Kind of a crappy come on.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Look at this guy. I mean, again, these guys are like wild cowboys, man. I'm telling you.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Sorry about that. Somebody makes a mistake, goes off the track, and then comes on and screws me up. Just comes right on, so I gotta sit there and screw my corner up and lose everybody in front of me. Thank you. I really thought I was faster than that Lexus. Now here I am, way behind.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Yeah, personal best. I'm not even getting clean laps.
Vessel, vessel.
Cannot do that.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
See, I mean, that's the way I am. If I make, you know, if it's the last lap or something, I might have fought a little harder, but I mean, you know, if I make a mistake, look.
Car on the right.
Really?
Clear on the right.
Wow. Collision, yeah, and I haven't even done anything. You guys are trying to dive in there. I mean, you know, if I make a mistake, I'll give the position up because I'm the one that made the mistake. You know, running off track, whatever, missing my apex. If somebody gets alongside of me and I'm the one that messed up, then I'll just, you know, most of the time I will give it up. So many of these guys out here that mess up, and they just don't. I mean, they just barge back on, or will fight into the next corner. I mean, even if they're out of position and they were the ones that mess. I mean, it's just crazy. Again, I mean, I put that under the category of racecraft. Most of the time, you'll end up benefiting, even if once in a while you lose positions, but you won't have a wrecked car. You can finish a race, you know, and if you're faster, you'll come back and pass them. I mean, just like me. I mean, if I was faster than this guy in the McLaren, I'll catch him and go around him. He's pulling away, so that's, you know, it's a legitimate deal. You know, there's nothing wrong with fighting hard and running defensive, or, you know, driving defensive in most cases, not swerving all over. I think that's wrong.
Time to the car in front in sector 2.
Careful. Too bad I touched that Lamborghini. A little bump, but I didn't want to, don't like spinning anybody out. Tires don't look too bad. next time.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Yeah, that's what I did when he passed me. Too far away, though. Go. Right front needs to come down a little. Two and a half seconds damage. I'll just have to fix it. Heck with it.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Come on, let's go.
Alrighty. 45 liters, not gallons. How'd that guy get up to me already? Good night. I'll let him by.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I was gonna let him by as soon as I got there. Like delivery. Whoa! Is he looking behind him or something?
There's a slow car ahead. Well done, mate. Personal best.
Just get everything I got. Not taking that corner well at all. Cars look good. Oh, here he goes again.
Gaining on the car ahead is up to 3.
Nice if I could catch that other pack up there, but he's running wide in a lot of places. Nice to get behind him, get a little draft.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
I could have forced it, but no. And most likely, 90% chance it would have ended up in a wreck. You got to know when to go and when to say no. And these, you know, both these guys are running really good, so. Up to 17th, that's pretty good from where I started. That's what I'm saying. You know, right now I just want to get out of here alive and with a finish. Pushing for everything I got right now, but there's no more, so. I could stay a hold of these guys. Really would, but they're just slowly inching away from me. Cars look good. At least I was good on that one.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2. Warning for exceeding track limits.
Yeah, I figured that was going to come. That's all right. It's the one. I think that Bentley's holding them up. I lost on my time, but it's all right. I'm still near my delta, so that's all I can really ask right now. Teeny bit wide. Oh, must be really close. I messed that up. I wasn't sure these guys are really duking it, and I'm ready to make evasive action here. They're duking it out, and I don't want to get caught up in it. So I really don't mind being a little bit back.
Clear on the left.
I don't like this being in the sandwich here. Wiping me out. Slipping a little bit. Should be one more lap.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
How many times that guy saved it there? on. All right.
Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy indeed, love.
All right. Man, I'm sweating. What a race. I don't know when I finished. This is 13th. I think it was 14th when I crossed the line. I think it changes all the time. I have to look at the standings. I can say afterwards. And, of course, I'll meet you right back here at the track where we can go over the setup. Hey, everybody, we're back. And just did a few laps since I did 45 minutes. But I did find some more time, found some more performance. After the race, I kind of knew which way I wanted to go with it. And did the adjustments, and sure enough, it picked up some more. So it's really getting closer to being more competitive. But of course, you got to drive it like the Porsche. You got to pretty much drive it like like you stole it type of thing. So we're just gonna make this one lap here and point out a few things. And we'll go with setup. Had to take a little bit of a break. I was tired. So, but yeah, I mean, pretty much my slower laps are about as fast as my fastest lap with the same fuel load. So, I started off with 50 liters, which I only had about 45 or 40 when I was usually starting off, just if we had got fuel. Of course, here I always try to hold it to the inside, so you can get a really good angle coming over that bump, going over the curb and get a good shot so you don't get it out of bounds. And then coming up here, before the pavement changes, I'm on the brakes, down to third. And you go in there really good now, the way I got it set up, especially into here. That's where I seemed like I was really weak in those two places. So I think it improved upon it. Here, it's about the same. Again, maybe a teeny bit better, but it's about the same. I think it's just little improvements in every corner. I got more front end grip, and I think it's helping out. Here it's about the same, but I can almost hold it wide open. You just got to lift a little bit and then get back on it. I did better, I think, in some other laps there than I did in this lap, but it's better in this right here through here also. I think I can get a little bit more front end grip and get on the gas sooner, just that little bit. It's actually going through here, I think even just a little bit even deeper than it was in the race. That was a 155.78, so that's like, that's like a 4 or 5 tenths faster. Yeah, it's like 4 tenths faster than my fastest lap in the race. So again, I'm happy with that. Even some of my slower laps were about as fast as my fast laps in the race. So again, we'll go over this setup, and you can see here this is about the same time here, but that's about 500ths there that I did better on this lap than I did here. So again, I could have probably dropped a little bit more time out of it. So only had the one fast sector out of the whole thing. So again, we'll go over the setup. I got 25.5 left front, 26 right front, 25.8 left rear, and 26 right rear. The toes negative 0.05 in the front with the camber at negative 3.5 and the caster at 9. Those again I changed You can go with negative 3.6 also, but I just like the way it turns in with the negative a little bit less. Again, I hate wasted motion, so I like being able to, when it, as soon as you're turning, it's reacting. You're not having to turn early to get it to turn. So in the caster, I moved up to 9. I had it at 8.5, I think. I moved it up to 9. Again, it doesn't hurt with the Porsche because it's such a short wheelbase anyway. It doesn't, helps a little bit with the stability. Toe in the rear is a .08 with the camber at -3. Electronics are basically 3, 3, and 3. 3, 3, and 3. With the 8, of course, on the map. Fuel, of course, I had 50 liters. I only had 50 liters. I did try it with 82, so I mean, again, you can still run it with 80. I did that earlier, but basically running that, the 50 liters for the race. Basically 40 to 50, but I had it 50 in here. So mechanical got 3 on the anti-roll bar, 53 on the brake bias, which I had in the race, but I turned it down to that. Now I'm starting off with that, because the car's pretty solid, especially if you're going straight. With all the downforce it's got, it doesn't hurt it. Steering ratio, I turned all the way down. I did have it at 12 in the race. And again, I'm having to turn the wheel too much. I don't like that because I need it to turn quicker instead of having to try to turn so much. Especially me, it's harder on me especially. So again, that's a personal preference. Springs are 127,000 in the front, with a bump stop rate of 800 and a bump stop range of 10. And again, I changed that a little bit, get a little bit more bump stop range to help with some of the going over the bumps and things like that. And on the rear, the springs are 174,500 with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 5. And again, I got that from, and I apologize, I got that from a comment in another video a while ago that they seemed to be working when I was doing the Imola, and if I remember right, just on top of my head, and I did try it with 0 actually bump stop range, and it actually helps in stability on the rear. It seemed with the Porsche, I mean, it seems like the other cars it doesn't, but with the Porsche it seems to help with stability, but I didn't really gain in time. I actually lost like a tenth or so, a tenth and a half, if I remember right. I'm just going off of my memory, which isn't the greatest. So again, there's a happy medium there. I'm sure that's why I didn't go 0, but at 5 it just seems like it was a good happy medium. And the car, again, I'm looking for stability but also performance. So I think it is a good happy medium there. Anti-roll bars 2 and the preload on the diff is 60. That is the same. Shocks on the front are 4152. And on the rear, they're 4172, and a couple clicks, but that was about it. Pretty much almost exactly the same as what it was in the race. Aero, and this is the bigger one. I have 53 in the front and 72 in the rear, with a 4 splitter, a 10 rear wing, and a 4 and a 3 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a 2.5 to the positive. Now I had a 54. That's what I had, and a 73. So that's what I had in the race, so it was actually a 2.0 to the positive. So I just increased the front aero variation so it does rotate a little faster, and especially where we want it on the nose. So, because I lowered it down here, so that gave the 2.7, but then to try to keep it balanced, I lowered this in the rear to 70 to down 1 also. So, and that's so instead of just at 2.0, it's at 2.5. But again, let's look at this. This is at 53 right now, and I only have 50 liters, so it's not at 80, which would be more. So let's say we only got 5 or 6 left. It's already gone up 2. And look at the front aero variation. It's only 1.5. So we dropped a whole point. When that's just going from 50 liters. If you had 80, it would probably be a 1.5. So again, it makes a big difference of how much you start off with, and you only got, so let's say you're in the last few laps of the race, you've gone up 2. The rear hasn't gone up at all, but the front's gone up 2. That'll make a difference because that's going to start making the car want to understeer. So again, that's why I wanted it, the most dramatic I can. So now it's not as bad. The understeer would be minimal, and you can hopefully correct it with some brake bias. which I'm pretty sure, I mean, it feels fine at 53. I'm sure you can go down to even 52. So again, just modulate the trail braking. Don't go crazy with it as far as going to the middle of the turn. Just get on the brakes, and as you turn in, and get off of it. But it really, I mean, it'll woe it down good, and that's what you need here. Because obviously, just at every track, the Porsche's down on horsepower. So you need to be able to go in as deep as anybody else can on the brakes. You can't, I'm not saying go in deeper, but you need to be able to go in as deep as anybody else can. So somebody's not going to be able to outbrake you unless they're next to you. So again, I appreciate it. Of course, I'll put a link to this setup in the description, and I'll have my PayPal link will be in the description also. And I appreciate any support. Thank you to everybody that has contributed and supports me. Any little bit helps. And, of course, liking and subscribing is a big support. And right now we're about 50-50 on the views. I mean, I get about 50% of our views are non-subscribers. So I really encourage everybody to subscribe and help grow the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Again, I try to have, the best setups I can obviously for myself to use, but also to share for anybody else to use that wants to. And, of course, all the console users out there, that's why I go over it. And of course, it's probably not a big deal right now because they haven't had the update, but y'all need to keep taking notes because once your update hits, you'll have all these setups already ready to go that you just got to plug in and go. And that's why I go over these manually. So, because obviously they can't just do like a PC and load it in like that. So again, I sure hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.